Greetings, physics students. Welcome to Physics 110. I'm Mr. Stockbridge. I'm going to be your physics torturer this semester. Here in this video, I'm going to give you just a very quick tour and show you where things are in Moodle. So let's go ahead and begin. We're actually going to start by looking over here on the left-hand side. As you're going to come across pretty soon here, I prefer not to communicate with students individually using Moodle messages. They're okay, but they're not the greatest. I prefer using Skype because I get those instantly and can reply much more quickly. So for individual communication, Skype is great. Messages are so-so. If I'm trying to get information out to the whole lot of you, to everyone in the course, that's where you're going to see Moodle messages. So please check those as soon as you open Moodle up and get logged in. Section links, hold that thought. We're going to come back to those in just a couple minutes here. Navigation just helps you jump around between different classes if you're taking a few different courses this semester on Moodle. Here's all of my contact info just for quick reference. You don't have to track it down in the syllabus. Calendar, and of course, here is where you go to check your grades for the course. So those are all the important items on the sidebar. Let's start focusing on the center section of the web page. Up here at the top, all of this section up here, this is your general information. This is reference material. These things are not going to go away or change. There might be an occasional thing that pops up new in here, but probably not. This is probably going to be pretty stationary. So, for example, your syllabus is right there. If you want to know what we're covering in any particular week with a topic by topic list and schedule, that's right here. These other things are orientation related. We'll get back to those in a second. So here's our top section, and below that is the main material for the course. So here you see this is week 1. There are the dates. And here's some images and a description, but there's nothing to do. Well, here it is. This is one of the things that Moodle does not make obvious, so you have to be careful about. You enter the specific topic by clicking on the date. So now that our cursor is over it, we see that this is actually a link. And we're going to click on it. It reloads the page, takes you back up to the top, but when we scroll down again, aha, there it all is. So the summary of work and a couple different assignments for us to do. So that's your basic navigation. Eventually what is going to happen is there'll be week 2 and 3 and 7 and 12 and on to the end of the semester. As a result, navigating between weeks or topics can sometimes be a little bit tricky, but Moodle's done a nice job of streamlining that. You can use the dates. See right over here, and both above and below, actually, you see the next set of dates. So that'll jump you forward a week. And there's week 2 stuff. Once we get deeper into the semester and we have multiple weeks, that process can be kind of slow, jumping back and forth. And so you have the jump to, and this list will continue to get longer with new dates. So you can use that to jump back and forth to a different week of material, or the section links is designed for this purpose. So I'm in week 2. I want to get back to week 1. Just click on the 1. And voila, you're back to week 1. All right, now here's how you actually start navigating the material. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. Everything you need is in the summary of work. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. These other links are actually not very helpful to you. It's all right here. So here we are. In the summary of work, there's going to be your participation attendance thing that you do first when you begin the material. And then we're into the reading assignments. Now, wherever Moodle allows me to control this, I try and make links as obvious as possible. The last thing I want is for you guys having to do a scavenger hunt trying to find materials. So here we are. This right here is obviously a link. All of the links are going to be blue, bold, italic, and underlined. So hopefully that makes them stand out very easily and there are no issues. This one here is taking you to an audio lecture. This one here is another part of the reading assignment. There it's going to open up a PowerPoint file for you to view. So everything is hopefully pretty obvious. Sometimes you're going to have videos to watch, and you can watch them right here inside the summary of work. A bunch of other things. Let's move on down. All of your information about assignments is here. There's the assignment file, some general assignment descriptions and instructions. Be careful to read those and follow them. Down here in the lab, again, the same thing, but there's also this. Many of your assignments are going to be scored automatically with a quiz function. If I'm grading something manually, you're going to see something like this. And that tells you exactly how I'm going to go about assigning the points for the assignment. Consider this a checklist to help you figure out if you have everything included before you submit your assignment. And this is actually the exact same thing that you will see in your feedback when I grade your assignment. Last thing down here is there's a little bit of a blurb about the quiz for this week. Okay, let's scroll back up. We want to go back to the main page. You can do that with back arrows, or you can use the little breadcrumb thingies up here. So let's go back to the week. Now, again, to prove that the summary of work is where you need to go, it's the only place that makes sense to go when you begin the material for the week. Take a look at the lab. Look, there's nothing there. Complete the measurements lab as described in this week's summary of work. And there's deadline information there. This is where you submit your file, but you're not going to find any useful information on what the assignment is or how to complete it in here. Again, that is always and only found in the summary of work. All right, checking my notes. I think that's everything. So that's your quick tour of Moodle. I hope this was helpful and beneficial to you. If you have any questions, again, please send me a message and ask me. I'm here to help you guys through. As soon as you finish this video, you're going to click this link right here, Getting Started in Physics 110. And this is a summary of work type page. This tells you exactly what you need to do to begin learning how the course will operate. This video is focused on where things are found, but in terms of how it operates, this is where you go. There are a couple things for you to do so you can kind of learn how things go. And let's jump back to the main course page. So go ahead and get started with physics. Again, shoot me a message if you have any questions or need some help. I'm excited for the semester. I hope you are too. Let's go ahead and get started.